Hello, everyone. It's Paul Humiller here in the beautiful mountains of Western North Carolina, and I'm really happy to welcome you to another show tonight. I'm part of the Keep Music Live project, along with Sally Sparks, who runs Streamside Concert Series and an Acoustic Journeys Concert Series, Deb Cornish Audio, the Asheville Music School here in Asheville, North Carolina, and of course the Fretboard Journal magazine. Jason Berlin's been a great supporter for all of these shows, and it's been our way of sort of just bringing some kind of live music to you all who are home, hopefully still being safe and taking care of yourselves, and also helping our friends who are all musicians around the world who are, suddenly out of work quite a bit. So I've come to really love these shows. I think they're really more intimate than you might imagine. So if this is your first one, welcome, and I hope you get into it and really pay attention, and you can chat on the side. And it's one of the nice benefits of being online is you can talk with your friends without disturbing anyone. But it's really nice too because you get to see people that maybe you don't come to your town or your area. So Adam Miller is a dear friend of mine. I met Adam a long time ago through the guitar world. We tend to meet at guitar shows all around the U.S. for sure. And recently, last year, we were together out in Colorado, and I got to see him play solo quite a bit on stage, and it was just fabulous. I think you're all going to love Adam if you're not already familiar with him. He's got a new single out recently called Adam Levi you can check out. And in August, he's got a new album coming out called Unify. And I also want to mention he's got some killer stuff on YouTube with Charlie Hunter, the great player who hails from my hometown or my home state of New Jersey as well. So check everything out that Adam does. It's one of those guys. I have a playlist of Adam's music. I play quite a bit here in the cabin. I just crank it up and bop around the house. So really welcome, Adam. And thanks everybody for tuning in, and have a blast.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks for having us. Well, hello. It's morning for me in Australia. Good morning for those who are around, and good evening for those in the other parts of the world. I am coming to you live, not from New York, as this cool picture is behind me, but from, Newcastle, Australia. So I'm going to start with an old tune of mine that I wrote for my nephew. I haven't played this in a while, and it's just come to me now. This is called Noah's Little Nod. All right. Well, good morning if you're tuning in again. My name is Adam Miller. I'm going to be playing you a range of tunes from my last several albums and just sort of having fun and trying to get warmed up. It's early here, and by the time I set up all the stream, I haven't really played guitar yet. So that was my warm-up song. Maybe not the wisest choice. So let me just check the chat. Yep. Cool. So, well, thank you everyone for joining in and commenting so far. I'm going to play a song now. Sorry, I realised I'm turning away from the microphone and you can't hear me. This is from my last record called The Defining of Success. And it's written about my hometown of Newcastle, Australia. And I like to dedicate this to everyone in the world who's trying to find a safe place. And I don't know, it seems every year I play it, there's a new reason to look at this and celebrate this and find answers. So this is called Home. That was Home. Thank you if you just joined in. Thanks for coming to hang out. One of the joys of doing live streaming concerts at home is being able to actually bring out all my guitars. The only downside is it tends to be a confined space, so it's a little tricky doing the swap. But that's fun. If you're online on Facebook or YouTube, please just shoot me a comment so I can see that you're there, because this goes through another app to sort of get there. I can only see comments. I can't see likes and things on who's online, so I'd love to be able to know if you're out there. Cool. So this guitar, seeing as though I figure there will be a few guitar heads on here, is a guitar built by Ryan Thorell, a good friend of mine in Utah. And I've had a love of archtops for a long time, and just their middle ground, I guess, really between the acoustic and electric worlds. So this is a super fun guitar to play. And I'm going to play you now a song that I wrote for my grandfather, who is 97 years old, still kicking on strong. Yeah, he's an inspiration. His name is Bert, and this is called Blues for Bert. That was Blues for Bert, written for my incredible grandfather. All right. Hello, everyone out there. Sorry, just checking my computer. It's over here to actually look what's going on. If you do have any requests of my songs or things you've heard me play, please shoot it in the comments. I'm definitely open and flexible at this time of the morning, and trying to drink quietly. Put that, oh, it can go back there where I can reach it easier. Okay, so I'm going to keep going from that song was on an album called Shifting Units from a few years ago, and it sort of made sense on CD when everyone bought CDs, but I recorded the whole album twice. So I recorded the whole thing with a band, and then I recorded the whole thing solo, and it was on 2 discs. Unfortunately, in the digital world, it's just, I think, the first 12 tracks, and then the next 12 tracks are solo. So you can find that there and choose your favorite version. Yeah, so here's another tune from that album that I wrote for the owner of a music store here in my hometown of Newcastle, a legend sort of in the local scene and probably the Australian music industry in general. And he basically idolizes the music of Steely Dan. So when I was recording and writing this album, I wanted to come up with something that would impress him. So I just ripped off several Steely Dan songs, jammed them all together, and this is the result. So this guy has the nickname in the industry as the Lord Mayor. I'm still not entirely sure what that's about. And the story was actually just moved after 40 years, but was in the suburb of New Lambton. And so this is called the Lord Mayor of New Lambton. It's in the key of A minor for those playing along at home. Here we go. All right, that was the Lord Mayor of New Lambton. Ooh, sorry, that might have been a bit loud on your end. Yeah. Well, it's super fun to be playing for you all. These shows are starting to get normal, playing in front of a camera and talking to a camera that I can't really see. I feel a little bit like a news anchor. Slowly working it out. The one sort of strange thing is that I get super hot still, like it's a real gig under lights, and it's sort of not, but that's cool. Oh, I don't need the cable. Let me check in on some comments. All right. Cool. Oh, some links from the guys. I did send them to Paul earlier via email. So, yeah. So if you're digging what I do, the best bet is just to go to, after the show, go to adammiller.com.au or type Adam Miller guitar into Google. And I usually come up, and sometimes it's an underwear model and sometimes it's a weird painter. But if you type guitar in after my name, it's usually me. And you can find where to buy my records and listen to things, after this. So, cool. I'm going to play you a song from my last record now, which is called The Defining of Success again. And this is a song that sort of, I guess, has been played the most online and was definitely my favourite song on the album. So it's really fun to be able to, that it spoke to so many people. And it's about all the things that you do that you shouldn't do, that hold you back from what you really should be doing. And I call it Habit. So that's Habit. If you've just tuned in, my name's Adam. I'm playing you guitar. I am Australian. And I'm coming to you live from Australia, actually, at the moment, where it is a beautiful winter's day. You know, winter isn't that bad here, but it's cold for me. All right. Like I said, being able to be at home and have lots of cool guitars at your disposal is part of the fun of doing these shows. So I'm going to play this beast for you now. When I find the guitar cable, there we go. Pens, things going everywhere. Well, it looks good, hopefully to you. It's actually a small disaster right here of space. I wish you could actually see how somewhat, we would say dodgy, it sort of is in real life. Okay, so... Uj, no tea today, just water. I've had coffee. If I had tea, I think I'd explode. So what I'm going to play for you now is my new single that came out last Friday, and it's was written in dedication to the incredible guitar player, songwriter, and a dear friend of mine named Adam Levy. You probably would have heard him on records by Norah Jones and heard his songs there as well. He's also on Tracy Chapman, is that it? Now I'm drawing a blank. Yeah. Anyway, incredible guitar player, incredible friend, and this song is heavily inspired by him and his music and just his general being. And so it always had the working title of Adam Levy as I was playing it and working on it, and then it just stuck. It had to be called that. So this is a song called Adam Levy. reverb off. That was Adam Levy. So that's my new single. You can go and check that out now. The single version is with drums and bass and me doing some other crazy effect guitar things in the background. So it's a different experience. So yeah, go and check that out after we've wrapped up here. So I'm going to play you another song that I did release as a single last year, actually, as a solo acoustic version, but it's also on this new upcoming album called Unify that I'm releasing on August 7. And I wrote this essentially about leaving my hometown of Newcastle, Australia, to move to Los Angeles last year. And while we did do that and spent most of last year there, we were just about to head back in March when the whole pandemic broke out. So it changed plans just a little bit. But that's how life is. So this song is called Leaving. The single that you can hear now online was recorded solo at my dear friend Ken Parker's house. Ken Parker is an incredible guitar builder out of Gloucester, Massachusetts, and builds the world's most incredible archtop guitars. And I used one of his guitars on it while I was there, so it was cool to sort of capture that. And then the version on the upcoming album is with the trio, so it's electric guitar and drums and bass. So I'm excited for you guys to hear that version too. So yeah, it's in an alternate tuning. That's it. So this is called Leaving. Cool. That was Leaving. All right, so I think I will play a couple more songs for you if we're hanging in there. I've probably got time to take in one request if anyone's got something they really want to hear me play out there. I'm going to say one of my songs. Or something that you've heard me play would be a good way to start. But yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Actually, I should mention that last tune, Leaving, you can grab a transcription of if you're into playing guitar at my Bandcamp page. But easiest thing to do is just to check out adamiller.com.au and find it all from there. So I'm going to play you some electrical guitar now, straight electrical guitar. This is my signature model Nick Huber guitar, made in Germany by my dear friend Nick and his team. And actually, it sounds pretty good acoustically, which is sweet. Yeah, that's cool. All right, but we'll sound better with the 2-rock going. All right, so I'm going to play you the first track from my last record. I wrote this for my wife, Holly, and it's simply called Love. Cool. Woo. Reverb again. That was Love. Yeah. So I think we might do one more. Actually, I might do two more just because I feel like playing. Okay. Up for a Beatles tune. Now, I do play Beatles tunes, but there's just so much of that on the internet that I think I'm going to leave that for today. Sorry, Bob. Udge, Hustle. No, you're going to have to wait for the new album to hear that song again, I think. You know, got to leave something up in the air. So let's play... what's something fun? Actually, let's keep on this guitar. I'm going to play you the song called Comfortable. Yep, no other explanation. That'll do. Okay. Ah. All right, that was Comfortable. It's funny, you probably can't hear that through the internet, but I've got, 5 guitars in this room. They're all ringing out after that, slamming through the amp. So, I think I'm going to play one more tune. I think that's all right. We're just about at an hour now. I'm not sure what happens at the end, but I'll talk to you again afterwards. I assume someone will come back on and wrap this up or end the stream because I don't think I have control of that. So I want to say a huge thank you to the Keep Music Live project. out of Asheville, North Carolina. Huge thanks to Paul from Dream Guitars for organizing this and having me. Thanks to the sponsors of it. I know Fretboard Journal is one and they're good friends, so I'll give them a shout out. And thank you to all you guys for tuning in and checking out my music, whether it's the first time or the 500th time you've heard me doodle on these songs and ramble in my authentic Australian accent. I really thank you for hanging out. Okay, so I think to finish this off, I'm just going to play an acoustic tune that is available online on my last album, The Defining Success, as a rocking electric tune, or you can grab a solo acoustic version of it as well on a little EP I did last year. And yeah, I'll talk to you again after this. This is a song about booking concert tours, which is actually one thing I'm really excited about not having to do at the moment. Not the concert tours, but not booking them, because it's a bit of a pain in the butt. So I wrote this song about that. It's called Fight. Thanks so much for listening and tuning in, but I'll round up after this. Here we go. Reverb. All right, that was Fight. I've been Adam Miller. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, depending on your part of the world. And yeah, if you'd like to find out more about me, website is adammiller.com.au. You can pretty much find links to everything on there. Otherwise, just type Adam Miller Guitar into Google and I usually come out. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Send me a message, say hi, and I'll hopefully see you in real life sometime soon. Thanks so much.